Have you ever woken up and just felt off, like the energy's not there, but the day still expects you to keep going? You look at your list, the dishes, that call, one more thing, and wonder how you'll find strength to start. Have you ever had one of those mornings when even the little stuff feels big, and you wish you could just hit pause? Well, me too. And I woke up this morning with everything weighing down on me, from all of the things in my home that need to be decluttered, to all the cleaning I should be doing, to all the things I wanted to do, even the fun things, were all just weighing on me because there's just so much. I thought about the garage, which is just, I can't even express how much stuff there is in there that needs to be gone through and given away and largely thrown away. I thought about our food storage down in the basement. We have a lot of it because my husband is quite a prepper, and then culturally we are taught to have around a year's worth of food, which has helped us through many disasters. But I need to know what's in there. He knows, but I don't know. And so I need to go down and inventory it and put it in an app so I know what's there, because it's just overwhelming to my brain to look at it and to think about other things that I need to do related to that, and even to decide which of these many crafts that I have collected I'll start with. It was just so much in my brain, and I just felt like I couldn't even get started. So I got up and I said a prayer, asking the Lord to help me to know where to begin. But the answer was, you need to have a small day, Roseanne, not a big day. You're trying to run too fast, but you can't bear all of that. Just have a small day. And as you go through the day, ask yourself, how can I do this in a smaller way? So I did that. When in my bathroom, I needed to clean it, but I thought, what is the smallest thing I can do? And there was cat hair all over the countertop, so I thought, I'll at least get that done. And then when I went down to the kitchen to consider what I needed to do, I was really grateful to see that most of the kitchen was clean. I just needed to empty the dishwasher so I'd have a fresh start, and put the dishes in the dishwasher, and then wipe off the counter so we're hygienic. But I didn't do a lot of the things I normally do. I didn't sweep the floor. I didn't wipe off the cabinets. I didn't check the microwave. I didn't open the refrigerator and put things back where they belong. I just kept it small. And then I thought, one of my big problems is that I haven't been eating 3 meals a day. What can I do right now? I still have my wits about me, and I'm not too tired to think, what could I do? And then I remembered that I had bought myself some bowls at Trader Joe's, and they were outside the freezer. I also remembered that sometimes just going out in the garage and getting a bowl is like a sticking point. When I am that tired and I'm hitting the wall, it feels overwhelming, particularly if I'm hungry. So I went outside, picked out a bowl, and put it in the inside freezer. I also decided what I wanted for dinner. Was able to do that because I decided before my brain gave out on me. And then as I was walking through my house, I thought, what is the smallest thing that I can do? And I just simply put shoes where they belong, straightened a picture, and put the book on the piano where it belongs. That's all I did. I didn't sweep the floor. I didn't straighten up the pillows. And then I thought about what to do next. I decided I wasn't going to do any cleaning. I would start one of my crafts. And I decided, paint by numbers should be pretty easy. I haven't done one of those since I was maybe in 6th grade. And I just remembered how much I liked to do them. This one will be easy to manage because it's not oil paints. So it will dry quickly and I can move it around. But I got my crafting tablecloth out and got it down and got it all set up. and looked at the instructions, and then I saw, whoa, it's a really beautiful piece, just some florals, but there are so many little pieces, so many little spots to paint, and I could see this is not going to be a fast project. So I decided I'll just begin with number 1 and start at the top and see how far I can get. Mark Twain said, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks." Well, a paint by number set is already broken down into those little tasks. The little paint pots are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. All the little spots on the piece of art are numbered as well. And so what you do is you just start painting the ones and look for all the ones all over the art. In this case, there are tons of them. It's going to be quite a big deal to get all of those ones painted. There would have been a time in my life that I would have just stuck with this until all of the ones were done. I quickly realized that I'm not up to that. So I just said, well, I'm just going to do this until I'm not able to do it anymore. And I got a good deal of that top portion painted, but then my head started to ache, so I stopped. Then I wrote a little note and put it on there to my grandkids saying, "This is Grandma's. I want to do it. Don't touch. Love, Grandma," because I knew that this would be something that both of my granddaughters would really love, but I want to do it. And then I walked away. Jon Kabat-Zinn said, "The little things, the little moments, they aren't little." I had been doing little small things all morning. They were small wins. They made me feel less frazzled. They showed me that small things aren't insignificant. I decided, you know what? I'm through. I'm through for right now. I got my ice water, went upstairs to my room, and thought, what small thing can I do now? And I spotted the dress that has been laying across my bed. It is a new dress I bought, but the V in the neck was too deep for me. I'm a really modest soul. So I wanted to fix that so that the dress, the top, was more modest. And then there were problems with the ruffle on the bottom. When I ironed the dress, the bottom fabric underneath the ruffles was kind of poochy. And that's because whoever sewed that ruffle on wasn't careful. So in order for me to get that flat, I had to kind of pull on the seam, which meant that there were little pops on the seam all the way around the dress. So the harder way would have been, maybe not the harder way, but at the moment, it felt like the harder way, would have been for me to get out my sewing machine and just sew around the ruffle. But I decided, what feels easy for me? What feels like the smallest thing I could do? And I decided, well, since I have to hand sew that neckline anyway, I'm just going to sew all those little breaks in the seam all around the skirt. I didn't put any music on or any TV on. I just let it be quiet, doing that small little activity of little short seams, tying the knot, doing the running stitch, tying another knot, going to the next little break, cutting out the little piece of thread that was extra, tying another knot, doing the running stitch, tying the knot, and just continuing that all around the dress. It was very, very relaxing, and it was what my brain needed, because my brain is trying to recover from a fall, from a complicated, mild traumatic brain injury, and concussion. I call it concussion brain. I can be really impatient, and I want to feel better now in a hurry. That's what leads me to think of the huge mountain of things I have around that I should do and can do. And if I'm not careful, I get very, very hard on myself. I was raised to be productive, to constantly be moving, to look at how successful your day is by how much you got done. My mother was a whirlwind of activity. My father called her popcorn. My grandmother also, on my mother's side, was a whirlwind, just a whirlwind. My father always said he's never seen anyone that could cook a meal as quickly. But I'm not that way, especially right now. But sometimes the weight of expectations just can really get to you. When you need a day like this, a slow day, a simple day, a small day, and you take it, it can be like wrapping yourself in kindness. Maybe you could have pushed through and accomplished more, but at what cost? Give yourself permission to rest. Anne Lamott said, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. So remember that sometimes stepping back, slowing down, and taking a small day is even more powerful than pushing forward. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. If you've related to any of this, I hope you'll consider subscribing. We talk about slowing and simplifying and being patient with ourselves and kinder with ourselves and creating environments where we can exist in a happy way. I hope I see you again. Bye.